Hollywood has certainly provided years of entertainment, but how well have they been rewarded for it? In this Virtually Rick, the youngest Oscar winners of all time, and the winner is La La Land. Oh, I'm kidding. Let's get virtual. Directors first, though, and speaking of La La, in 2016, Damien Chazelle was 32, the youngest director winner with the aforementioned film, knocking Norman Taurog over his shoulder off the podium after his 89-year reign helming the 1931 film Skippy. He was 32, but older than Damien by 222 days. Oh, math. The youngest nominated director is a different story. Since 1991, a 24-year-old John Singleton snagged it with Boys in the Hood. Interestingly, over his shoulder, Orson Welles was only 26 when he was nominated for Citizen Kane. 26! An actual rosebud. Enough directing. You need actors in a film, and the youngest Best Supporting males nominated were Justin Henry for Kramer vs. Kramer here in 1980. He was only 8. Oh, and there's Haley Joel Osment. He was an ancient 11 for 2000's Sixth Sense. Now, the winners Timothy Hutton in An Ordinary People and pictured here George Chakiris for West Side Story were both in their 20s for Best Supporting Males. How positively elderly, especially when you realise that in 1974, here over his shoulder, in A Paper Moon, made Tatum O'Neal as an actress in a supporting role both the youngest nominee and winner ever at the age of 10. I think I got my first swimming badge when I was her age. When it comes to Best Actor winner, Richard Dreyfuss held on for 25 years for The Goodbye Girl, and he was a geriatric 30 years old. But Adrian Brody snuck in at the tender age of 29 for The Pianist in 2002, and he's still the youngest Best Actor winner so far. What about Best Male Actor nominations, though? Well, Jackie Cooper is really the youngest of all our group at the age of 9 for Skippy in 1931 and still holding. The closest we've come in recent years to upskittling his reign was Timothée Chalamet, the lead in Call Me By My Name. In 2017, he was 22. And the nominations for Best Actress. Isabelle Adjani held it for 28 years for The Story of Adele H. when she was 20, until a 13-year-old Keisha Castle-Hughes with Whale Rider in 2004. Then, over her shoulder, this lady, Quvenzhané Wallis. She came along in 2013 for The Beast of the Southern Wild. And guess how old she was? She was only 9 years old. But now the winners. There's 22-year-old Janet Gaynor for her leading role win in Seventh Heaven, Street Angel and Sunrise. She held the most youthful place for 58 years, until the youngest Best Actress in a leading role won the top spot, and she's still there now. 33 years ago, in 1987, for her lead in Children of a Lesser God, Marlee Matlin was only 21.
To tell you the truth, I didn't prepare for this speech, but I definitely want to thank the Academy, and I just want to thank all of you. I love you.
And no one has unseated her since. So it seems that one of the Oscars' powers is to really help you stay younger for longer. I mean, look at Oscar himself, still only 91 years old, but such a lovely golden tan.